like this. I think on our side, maybe not for the artists. I mean, for us in particular, because we work so close with the artists, and then, you know, we work with the label also. It's like we try to keep a, you know, a certain level of responsibility of what we project to those audiences. So I mean, if we are always looking for the most outrageous, the most influential, or even the most, you know, intriguing times. But at the same time, we do it with such a responsibility. We make sure that it doesn't make anybody look crazy. It doesn't make us look crazy, and it doesn't disrespect anything that we're doing on both sides of the ball. So
definitely.
And I think really that's one of the main reasons why a lot of artists end up just dealing with us, or even feel comfortable with us coming in their circle or their space, and allowing us to document the things we document, or even speak to them the way we speak to them, or even trust us with some of the things they give us, like records, or helping them market or promote their projects, or whatever they got to do. I think that trust comes from us being responsible.
I think the decision to get bloggers involved is because it's just like bloggers are like DJs now, you know what I mean? Like you have to involve them. They're very influential. Just as, you know, the DJ is very influential, the blogger is influential. And on top of that, me and Steve, we sat down one day and we was just like, you know, it's so many bloggers. It's top level bloggers, and it's lower tier bloggers, it's bloggers in the middle. But, you know, sometimes people don't always, you know, give them the attention. So we was like, yo, these are our friends anyway, because we deal with them on a day-to-day. Why not just involve them in the situation? And, you know, at that time, and we don't really pay attention to what anybody else is doing, but nobody else was doing that. So it was innovative at the time, you know what I mean? Like, you know, the bloggers would get on and the DJs would get on, and it'd be a cross between both different platforms. You know what I mean? So you know, we were making the bloggers happy, we were making the DJs happy at the same time. So, and like we were saying earlier, you know, our thing is about helping everybody. You know, the bloggers need help, we help them. You know, the DJs need help, we help them. You know what I mean? And who knows who's gonna show up in the next 4 or 5 years as another platform.
These different platforms that are coming up, like internet radio or commercial or satellite, I just think, you know, right now they all cater to different audiences, to what people have. Like, you know, I know people who drive in their car, they all listen to satellite radio. I know people that are in, you know, more urban neighborhoods that don't have the internet, so they listen to commercial radio. And I know people that are into the technology and they don't listen to no commercial radio, no satellite radio. They just do everything online. So I think the preferences is what your lifestyle is and what you're doing. I think all of them are equally important. Nothing trumps anything else, but, you know, each one has their specific value at this point. And maybe hopefully one day they'll all be on the same tier, the same level. But, you know, as this game continues to evolve, I just see more platforms and more outlets popping up, which you're gonna have to just find a different way to take advantage of all of them in order to get your project across all bases. Savv and I were doing best of both offices, and again, we were just trying to find a innovative, creative way of you know, just marketing and promoting artists in a creative way that it would touch their direct audiences directly. And, you know, we met Rik, and, you know, he had this incredible talent of painting these pictures, and it was like, wow, how could a guy that's doing all of this type of stuff, it looks just as good as anything on TV, and it just says something special, like, when you watch it. So it was like, man, who is this kid? So sought him out, started talking to him. You know, he helped us with a couple projects. You know, he did the infamous Blue Magic trailer for us underneath the Best of Both Offices brand, which was huge.
That was crazy.
Period.
Go look it up. Go look it. It was crazy.
It was crazy. And at the time, he was just a kid that had a camera, and he was just trying to be creative, and he didn't want anything. He didn't want to be like anybody. He's just like, yo, this is what I do. He had no formal film school training. He had nothing. He was just a kid that just wanted to work.
He had the vision though, which was important. You know, like I think Rik, when he was doing the Blue Magic trailer, he envisioned what was going to happen after the Blue Magic trailer. You know, and he followed along with his plan, and that's where he's at now, man.
you know, it's important to us because that's what we stand for. It's like whether if it's Rik or whether if it's the Blue Magic trailer or whether if it's Jay or Nas or if it's a new artist like Sean or Ace or whoever, like we just really pride ourselves on building these brands and continuing them to these audiences and developing them in a way where, you know, people will recognize them. You know what I mean? People will truly love them for what they are and not just be something tangible like a record or image or a lifestyle piece. We want people to really love the things that we promote and market, and that's what we stand for, and that's what Best of Both Offices is.
I just want to, you know what I'm saying, for what me and Steve stand for, I just want to make sure y'all put in here that we just want to make sure we shout out all the DJs, all the bloggers, you know, like y'all have been instrumental in our career, you know what I mean, and y'all are important, you know what I mean. I'm not just talking about, you know, a couple of DJs, I'm talking about all DJs. So, you know, if y'all ever need anything from us,
you know where to get us at.
Just holler at us, you know what I mean. We don't discriminate. We don't, you know what I mean. You're not big enough to get music from us yet, or you're not big enough to be on our blog roll, or big enough for us to be on our email list. We ain't on it like that, you know what I mean. Like, we out here to, you know, get it popping and to service everybody. So we just want to shout out all the bloggers, you know what I mean, and you know,
all the DJs,
all
the record companies,
DJs,
all the reps,
word,
all the radio station personnel, staff, all the street teams, all the mom and pop shops, all
everything,
the bodegas, all the people that are instrumental in helping us develop things the way we develop them. We have no set formula. We take it case by case, and you know, everybody, the people who you would never think are important to that process are the most instrumental to us. So we want to shout everybody out across the board. So
definitely
everybody, you know what I mean?
And Lindstrom.com.
Amen.